in the headlines on Boxing Day. Some Hong Kongers choose to stay in the city to spend, while some prefer to grab the last chance before the end of the Christmas holidays to head north. Starting the first day of next year, Chinese-built C919 aircraft will be serving passengers between Hong Kong and Shanghai on a daily basis. And in Taiwan, former Taipei Mayor Ko Wen-je is formally charged for bribery and misusing political funds after being arrested and detained for more than 100 days.
Despite the trend for Hong Kongers making their way north for the holidays, many residents still chose to stay and enjoy the holiday spirit. Festive vibes were spotted with food and drinks at Stanley's bustling Christmas market. Santa Claus remains in full swing on Boxing Day, spreading joy and laughter, embodying the true spirit of the season. Featuring over 120 booths offering food and handcrafted goods, the market evolved into a vibrant hub, making Christmas merry for all. Even the giant pandas got into the holiday spirit. This ice cream shop staff said the strong sales are a testament to the holiday excitement. Stanley Market has always been a Christmas signature, attracting a mix of visitors and locals alike, he added. Echoing his view, this woman said Hong Kong is the place to be during this merry season.
Definitely. Lots more hustle bustle here. I think everyone visits their families and goes and stays indoors in Canada. But here it's nice that everyone wants to be outside and celebrate the holidays.
Today marks the final day of Stanley's Christmas market, offering one last chance for visitors to revel in the holiday spirit. Cheryl Yun, Cable News.
The last day of the Christmas holidays is no reason to stop Hong Kongers from crossing the border and heading north to spend. Flocks of Hong Kongers were spotted at various shopping malls near the border in Shenzhen. This woman said traveling abroad could be quite expensive, but coming to the mainland is more affordable. While this girl said they came to play claw machine games because it is easier to win a toy compared to Hong Kong. Dining in mainland is good, everything is delicious and fresh, and at least the prices are lower, said this man. Although Christmas is not traditionally observed on the mainland, many malls were decked with Christmas decorations and offered various promotions, and special offers for shoppers from across the Shenzhen River, such as a free Shenzhen metro ticket after spending a certain amount. The Mixi in Lowu is also popular among Hong Kongers, featuring a large crystal ball installation that delights visitors. Early this morning, West Kowloon Station was bustling with travelers.
We're traveling to Shanghai now, so we spent three nights here. So we're going to come back like at the end of beginning of New Year, come back, visit Hong Kong again.
This woman said she would take her child to Chimelong Resorts in Guangzhou, a kids-friendly spot, as a child still has a week break. This is the first year I try to spend Christmas on the mainland because the high-speed rail is really convenient and fast, said this man. According to the Immigration Department, during the 4-day period from Sunday to Christmas Day, a total of 2.38 million people had left the territory, among which 1.8 million were Hong Kongers, mostly departing from the Lowu and Lok Ma Chau checkpoint. Evelyn Bai, Cable News.
Amid the Christmas hustle and bustle in the city, the catering sector enjoyed an 8% surge in sales, while jewelry stores did not quite cash in on the festive spirit. Speaking on a radio program, Simon Wong, president of the Hong Kong Federation of Restaurants and Related Trades, said he was satisfied with the sales performance over the holiday season. He said the resumption of the multi-entry visa scheme for Shenzhen residents has triggered a substantial rise in tourist numbers. The city's vibrant lineup of holiday events, including firework displays across the harbor, also drew locals out to spend. However, Wang highlighted the trend of decreased average spending. Mainlanders' average spending in Hong Kong has dropped by 20% compared to pre-COVID levels, he said. Wang added that the decline in spending power extended to Hong Kongers as well, but the overall surge in visitor numbers helped offset the losses. However, the scene was different on the jewelry front. Speaking on the same program, chairman of the Kowloon Pearls, Precious Stones, Jade, Gold and Silver Ornament Merchants Association Lau Kek Bun said the festivities boosted customer traffic, but revenue remained flat compared to last year. He linked the stagnation in revenue to higher gold prices, which saw a 10 to 20% increase, affecting jewelry purchases. That said, Lau remained hopeful for a pre-Lunar New Year gold rush, a tradition for festive preparations. Cheryl Yun, Cable News.
Two dogs were found dead on the rooftop of Lai Kok Shopping Center in Sham Shui Po. Police classified the accident as animal cruelty, covering the puppies with black plastic bags and cordoning off the area to collect evidence. The tragedy happened at around 10 a.m. when the puppies were found lying on the top of a ventilation duct of the mall. Firefighters retrieved the bodies, confirming their deaths. The Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals assisted at the scene. The two canines were female mixed-breed dogs, only around 1 month old. Police suspected the dogs were thrown from above, but no arrests have been made.
Hongkongers will soon be able to fly with a home-built C919 jet directly from the Chelapko Airport to Shanghai's Hongqiao International Airport on a daily basis, starting from the New Year's Day next year. It will mark the first time C919 flies on commercial cross-border routes, after China Eastern Airlines has assigned the narrow-body passenger aircraft to operate the route between the SAR and Shanghai. The addition of Hong Kong in its route network will expand China Eastern's C919 operations to 9 cities. These new daily return flights are part of China's strategy to attract its first international customers for the C919, an aircraft with the potential to compete with established models like the Boeing 737 MAX and Airbus A320neo. Its manufacture division has been focusing on its international expansion, opening an office in Hong Kong in October, following the establishment of its Asia-Pacific office in Singapore. The company said the Hong Kong office is a crucial component of its global strategy.
Taiwan prosecutors have charged the former mayor of Taipei, Ko Wen-je, who also heads a small opposition party, with accepting 17 million new Taiwanese dollars in bribes over a property development in the capital and misusing political donations during this year's election campaign. The Taipei District Prosecutor's Office pursued a sentence of 28.5 years for Ko, who was indicted alongside 10 other individuals in 2 separate investigations. Ko was arrested in August and held incommunicado for over 100 days before being formally charged. The former top official has denied all the charges, and his social media updated today for the first time after the lengthy detention, accusing the authorities of political persecution and abuse of power in prosecution. The Taiwan People's Party, which Ko founded, held a press conference this afternoon demanding his immediate release while condemning judicial unfairness. Meanwhile, the ruling Democratic Progressive Party, which defeated the TPP and Ko in the elections, stated that it would respect the judicial process. Japan Airlines reported a cyber attack on their systems, causing flight delays in the early hours of Boxing Day, with operations returning to normal in the afternoon. At Tokyo's Haneda Airport, a large crowd of travelers gathered at the check-in counters seeking updates on their flights. The second largest airline in Japan said they identified issues with its internal and external systems around 7:30 a.m., leading to malfunctions with their baggage check-in system. At least 40 flights faced delay at various airports across Japan. Sales for both domestic and international flights were briefly suspended but subsequently resumed. The airline issued an apology for any inconvenience caused to customers, emphasizing that flight safety remained intact and no customer data was compromised. Local media reports indicated that the airline fell victim to a DDoS attack, which inundated their communication systems with massive amounts of data, causing disruptions. Cheryl Yun, Cable News.
Azerbaijan's President Ilham Aliyev announced a criminal investigation into the crash of an Azerbaijan Airlines passenger plane in Kazakhstan yesterday and declared today a national day of mourning. At least 38 passengers were confirmed killed following the failed emergency landing near Kazakh city Aktau, while flying from Azerbaijani capital Baku to Grozny in Russia. The rest of 29 passengers survived the crash and were hospitalized, including 2 children. The Azerbaijani president said the matter needs to be fully uncovered, though did not hint on what his administration suspects as the cause. Reports indicated that Grozny has been Ukraine's target for drone attacks against Russia, and footage showed damage to the aircraft's tail that appeared to be from bullets or artillery. But preliminary official research suggested a bird strike and heavy fog forced the plane to divert from its original route. Aliyev acknowledged multiple theories regarding the cause, but urged caution against premature speculation. While most passengers were Azerbaijani, there were also many from Russia, Kazakhstan, and Kyrgyzstan. An international investigation is also underway to determine the cause. Azerbaijan Airlines has suspended all flights between Baku and the cities of Grozny and Makhachkala, also in Russia, until the investigation concludes. Kun Tin-yang, Cable News. It was anything but a Merry Christmas for soldiers on the front line of the Russia-Ukraine war, as both sides allegedly launched attacks against each other on the day of celebration, as the war grinds into its third winter. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky condemned Russia for deliberately initiating air assaults on the nation's energy infrastructure, which knocked out power across several regions, while leaving 500,000 people in Kharkiv without heating amid the frigid winter temperatures. The assault injured at least 6 individuals in Kharkiv and claimed 1 life in the Dnipropetrovsk region, according to Ukrainian officials. Meanwhile, Moscow said Ukrainian forces targeted a Russian command post last night in the Kursk region. At least 4 people were killed and 5 had been hospitalized, according to Kursk authorities. As the new wave of hostilities unfolded, United States President Joe Biden has instructed the Department of Defense to maintain a surge of weapon deliveries to Ukraine, which he described as a necessary measure to counter Russia's Christmas offensive.
Memorial ceremonies were held across Asia today to remember the nearly 230,000 people who died 2 decades ago, when a tsunami devastated coastal areas around the Indian Ocean, in one of the worst natural disasters in modern human history. In Banda Aceh, the capital of Indonesia's northernmost province and one of the hardest-hit regions, people gathered in prayer at a mass grave in Uli Hill village, where more than 14,000 unidentified and unclaimed tsunami victims were buried. At a commemoration event in Thailand's Phang Nga province, people honored the victims by threading photo frames on wall and paying floral tributes. In India's Chennai, residents offered flower petals and milk to the sea. 20 years ago on Boxing Day, a 9.1 magnitude quake off the coast of the Indonesian island of Sumatra triggered a tsunami with waves as high as 30 meters, killing a total of 226,408 people, most of them in Southern Asia, including many foreign tourists celebrating Christmas on the region's sun-kissed beaches. Among the countries hardest hit by the deadly waves were Indonesia, Sri Lanka, India, and Thailand. More than 170,000 people died in Indonesia alone.